You guys, I have so many dreams now. I didn't even get on here and tell you all of them, but I'm going to tell you about a couple this morning. So, one of them, it was quick. Um, we were in a panic. It was like me and a couple of people, and we were meeting every day, and we were trying to memorize all of the landmarks and the states of the United States. And so we were using this floor map, and it was like a whiteboard though. And so we were like writing down everything we knew about each state on the whiteboard, and then we'd erase it, and then the next person would go to see how much they knew about each state. Like, you had to write the name of the state and something you knew about it. And so we were like learning all these geographical facts about all the different states. And I promise you, I'm really not that much of a nerd to dream about geography. I'm really not. So I was like, what is this? Why? So there's got to be some importance to that. But that was a dream. It's weird. Because it was like we didn't have access to Google or anything like that. So you really had to just go off of what you knew, we were pulling things out of our, like, what do you know, like, about this place, about that place. And so it was weird. It was weird. Okay. All right. So the next dream, well, not in any order, but the next dream I'm going to tell you about, I was walking with someone. I don't even know who it was. I feel like it was an angel, but whatever. And they were like, how have you changed? And I was like, I haven't changed. I'm the same. He was like, no, don't do that. You discredit yourself, and you have changed. Like, stop doing that. How have you changed? And I was just like, oh, apparently they're in charge. So let me think. And then I started to think, and I have changed. So these are the things that came to my mind. I wrote them down because it was actually a lot. So I went from I've not changed to having to write it down because I actually have changed quite a bit. Imagine that. Um, Saying no. So I've learned how to say no. And I didn't always know how to say no. And I didn't always see the benefit in saying no. Um, I didn't always know that no, I didn't always understand that no is a complete sentence. Um, so I had to learn how to say no and say it with my full chest. No. And be okay with it and keep it moving. Like, I had to learn that. So I can do that now. I'm good at it. Shoot, try me, child. Anyways, telling lies. Um, I've never been a big liar, but I will admit that I would do like this white lie thing, And I don't know. They teach people, well, if it's gonna hurt someone's feeling, just. And so I would occasionally tell lies to protect someone's feelings, or to protect, I don't know, for whatever reason. You put any reason on it, doesn't really matter. But a lie is a lie. And I just don't do that anymore. I just don't. I just tell the truth. And it hurts feelings sometimes. It is what it is, though. I'm just gonna always tell the truth. I just decided to always tell the truth. um that's it. Care about what other people think. I used to care about what other people think. And that would limit me so much. It really would. It would limit me because I was always concerned about what someone was thinking. And I had to just really think about that and realize I really don't care. And honestly, I'm never going to please everyone. There's always going to be someone who doesn't like me for whatever reason. It might be I look like somebody that did something to them while they were in the second grade. So how can I control that? I really can't. So I have to stop letting what other people think about me even be on my radar. That's a them problem, right? So yeah, I don't care anymore about what other people think. Putting other people's needs above my own. I used to do that, put other people's needs above my own, because I'm really like a really giving person, and I still am a giving person, but I can't put someone's needs above my own. I have to survive first, right? It's the when you're on a plane and you have to take the face mask first in order to help anyone else. You have to be alive. So trying to be nice all the time. I used to try to be nice all the time. I don't know why. I don't know. I felt like maybe it was godly to be nice. And I don't know. I know some of these are stupid, but they just are how I was. And so I just had to realize, Jesus wasn't even what we would call nice all the time. He said no to people all the time. He said, no, I'm doing, he was on his business, on his purpose. And so it's not about being nice. It's not about being nice. I am kind, but it's not about being nice. Um, Learn how to honor my feelings. I check in with myself and pay attention to how I feel about things. And I just listen to myself now. I didn't always do that before. Stop betraying myself. That goes along with that. If I don't want to do something, I'm just not doing it. Before I would, with a little pressure, be, oh, okay, but no, if I don't want to do it, I'm not doing it. Why? Pressure is not going to make me not going into myself. I need to honor my feelings and what I feel about whatever it is. Um, I don't fear consequences. And mostly that's because this is my truth. This is me and it is what it is. And so it takes away the fear of, well, what if people don't like, oh, well, it just takes away the fear of consequences because I realize that whatever I'm saying it with my full chest, and there's always consequences, but I'd rather there be a consequence for something that I truly believe that, so I don't know. It is what it is. This is me, take it or leave it. Sure, there'll be consequences, but I don't fear them because I know that this is me. It's my truth. So, I don't care about being liked. Again, I think I said that before, but I realize that's objective. Um, I no longer believe people's words. I read their actions, which is so helpful because I used to listen to words and I don't do that anymore. Now I read their actions. That tells you so much more about people. I trust myself um, because I'm very observant, and a lot of times I warn myself so much, but I would ignore my own self, my own warning. Like I'd see flags and I'd just be like, oh no, you see that, and then I talk myself, oh, but it's okay. Now how now how you ignoring your own warnings? I don't know, but I did. I ignored my own warnings, and so now I trust myself. I'm not gonna ignore my own. If I saw something, I know what I saw. So I just trust myself, I believe myself. I listen to myself. Stop seeking validation from others. Stop seeking outside validation. Um, that was, you know, always, thinking, I don't know where that comes. I think as a woman, we're almost trained to seek outside validation. Oh, you have to be told you're pretty. You have to be told you're smart. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I think that starts young as a woman. Well, maybe not just as a woman. I don't know. Guys probably seek, yeah, they seek validation too. But either way, point being, I don't do that anymore. I validate myself. I tell myself I'm great. So it don't matter what anybody else says or thinks or any of those things. I validate myself. So I don't seek it from outside. So that in turn makes me not attention seeking. I'm not out here trying to do this for likes or views or dress a certain way to get attention because I don't need to be validated by anyone else because I validate myself and that's all that matters to me. So yeah. And stop offering guidance. I don't offer, I don't offer my unsolicited advice to people anymore. I used to do that because I do know a lot about a lot, but I realize people have to want help. They have to want to hear. You can't, offering it is not doing anybody any good if they didn't ask for it. And so that's another reason why I make the videos too, because if you don't want to hear it, you can click off. So if you watch it, it must mean you want to hear it. And so then it'll land. If you didn't ask for it, it's not going to land. And we're all wasting minutes here, you know. So anyways, those are the things I came up with after I said I've not changed. So clearly I have. But yeah, I've changed. Yeah, I've changed. All right. That was a long video. Thanks for having coffee with me. Carry on.